Welcome to the WBC arena. And it's... This bout is so much hype surrounding this big matchup. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. That left hook misses. Won't score. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a building.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. A straight right just misses. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. That jab doesn't score. That left hook misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get focus back, get that jab back. Just boxing. Yes, I like that round. Good round, you feel good? Relax now, anything. Go back.
And there's the bell to start round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
And that hook misses. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot.
They could have picked any venue in the world, but they chose this one for a reason. What an atmosphere. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Amir King Khan, tipping the scales at 140 pounds, and he's got that reach of 71 inches. And he'll be facing Terrence Bud Crawford, and he weighed in at an even 61 kilos. He is 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 188.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Amir Khan, he's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
One of the hottest tickets. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. The jab doesn't quite connect. When you watch lightweight, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. What an awkward ending we had the first time Crawford met Khan, as an accidental shot to the groin caused Khan to retire. Hopefully no controversy here tonight.
What a fight it was. It was bubbling to be an unbelievably interesting, intriguing fight. Crawford still as fast. He's still as slick, still as powerful. Now Amir Khan knows this guy can put the pressure on. So I've either got to jump on him early and throw it all in for 5 rounds, or exactly the same thing's going to happen all over again.
Can't land the jab there. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
They believe that.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Nice defense on that hook. Nice job by him to block that jab. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision.
Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's lights out right there.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody else.
To win this round.
The bell rings and we start the third. They ring the bell and here we go. They ring the bell and here we go. Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore? Focusing on the body almost exclusively. Down he goes. What an upset this could be as Khan is down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four. You are right.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. and he's out of there.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Nice job by him to block that jab. Nice defense on that hook. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Get that jab.
Yes, I like that round. Good round.
And there's the bell to start round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
Back and forth they go. That right hook won't score. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Does well to block that left jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice defense on that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. It's
Starting to make
on to the 5th we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, see a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Looking to land the hook. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. That hook was off target. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This Last round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. Let's start the 6th. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's a one.
So he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
You'd like to see more jabs. He blocks the hook. Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Yo, Box, what up? Salute, my boy.
They've got this fight.
What's going on, bro? I'm just chilling, man. Just enjoying the game for what it is.
Focus on what you're doing. Can't miss it. Now, good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight.
Make sure you hit the like button.
Better than this kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. I need you to switch back.
Right hand's beautiful. That's it. And just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit.
Out there and win the round.
He said I hit it.
Complacent.
I'm on the other end of that jab.
Talking about the like button, or you talking about
Right hand's beautiful. That's
And there's the bell for round 7.
a female?
Last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the
This
reaction.
particular fight, I knocked him down like 3 times already. But like, my right hands are not really connecting, so it's like I can't throw the punches I want. Watch, you look.
That hook just can't find the target. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good defense to block the hook. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hands. Did you see that?
Here we go.
Crawford in trouble. Looks like trouble was averted.
Damn, I couldn't get him.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here. And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Following the hook, but it doesn't score. Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there.
Yeah, I try to do that body shot.
And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That hook just can't find the target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Alrighty then.
What a dominant performance. And so they stare into each other. And it's the Amir.
This
Expectations are... The build up to this fight has been in... Both men step back for just... Clearly his opponent was too much for him and he's thrown in the towel. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. We've got high hopes for this contest with... He is... And it's... You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Nice job blocking the hook. Nice counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two. Who could forget their first encounter back in Manchester in 2022 as Brook dominated Amir Khan.
Amir Khan had an illustrious career. He did everything, he fought everywhere. He boxed the biggest fight. He said Kell Brook caught time like shoelaces. Kell Brook ended up stopping inside 6 rounds. Now we're doing it again. If anything's to go right for Amir Khan, it needs to be tonight. Because we can make excuses about the first fight. But when it happens the second time, we're running out of excuses. This, like the first fight, is going to be mad.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than have to.
The way the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Both men step back for just a moment. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. working that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. And there's the bell for round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. They are going to and that is... It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. Jordan. Hector. You can tell both. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Nice exchange here from both men. Left hook just missed. He takes that jab. They exchange punches. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
Did you see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. It's all offense all the time. You can only take... And that will do it.
This bout is...
What a pleasure to be. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Just missing with the right uppercut. He parries that left jab away. Oh, that jab's starting to mark them up. Well, the there's no business like show business, and this is the most unique play anyone will ever see in this theater, mano-a-mano.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me this.
So let's see what Hopi Price has in store for us. This young fighter won gold at the 2018 European Youth Championships and looks like a future contender for sure. Hector.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, it's one of my...
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. He takes that jab. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
This is not where Price wants to be. And down goes Price. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice counter.
and forth they go.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Price in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. And there's the bell to start round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. And he misses with that straight left. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drop.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, and Price just took a big one. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good looking hook, but it was blocked. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Price in that last round. That bell could not have come sooner.
Don't worry about that.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Price in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
That jab's slick.
Now, don't wind on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
You set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go. He's gone already.
Win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and...
The gaps will appear. You were thinking, you were smart.
You're boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
I don't get carried away. Think about your defense on the end of all that.
Stepping round. You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let...
Into that jab, and you're getting your time in already.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action.
Go out in the first minute.
Good work. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Oh, Price has got to navigate his way out of this. Price crashes to the canvas. Let's see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knock. It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Amir King Khan. Amir Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights...
This bout is scheduled.
We've waited a long time for this fight. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Nice hook. Swing and a miss for that jab. He takes that jab. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. And there's the bell for round 2. That last round. Timing beats speed. Well, he's had enough. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel.